Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to something I haven't done for a little while, which is a Sims 4 speed build. And this thing took me forever, and because I didn't want this video to be massive, you'll notice it's ripping along. I've got it playing at 10 times the recording speed, the actual video footage. So, you know, that's the thing. Now, what has inspired me to do this is a little while ago, I joined a group actually Lady Sweetheart recommended on Facebook, which is Sims 4 Challenges group, just because I wanted some like cool challenges ideas and stuff. And they do like, I think it's monthly. I haven't been in the group that long, but they do periodic group challenges. And the one that they were wrapping up as I joined was the Fixer Upper Challenge. So the rules that they posted on the group were like, start with a rundown house, and depending on your level of difficulty, that dictated, you know, how you were able to earn money so you could clean the place up and fix it up. But in the comments, somebody posted extreme challenge rules, and I was like, I want to do that at some point. And I was planning on doing it off screen because I, you know, play Sims a little bit for fun. Crazy, I know. I was planning on doing that at some point when I got around to it, and then they announced the Paranormal Pack. And I was like, the idea of playing effectively a house flipper in a fixer-upper house that is miles too big for them. It's full of trash, it's full of garbage, it's really run down, cracks on the wall, water stains, all of the grossness of a really, really awful house, but it's also haunted. So that's what I'm thinking about doing now. Obviously I haven't got the pack yet. It actually, in theory, drops today as I'm recording this, except that time zones mean that it'll come out sometime tonight, which is unfortunate because in Australia, the 26th of January is actually a public holiday. And if it had dropped time zone wise today, I would have been playing with it all day. But instead, I have to go to work tomorrow when the pack drops. Thanks, EA. Couldn't have dropped it on a Monday, could you? No. I mean, okay, they always drop packs on a Tuesday. But anyway, that's what I'm in the middle of doing, is building. It's a big house. It's 3 bedrooms. It's got a study as well, so effectively 4 bedrooms, and it's got lounge, dining, and then a kind of sunroom off the kitchen as well. So it's a pretty big house. It took me forever, even though I wasn't putting furniture in all of the rooms, because it's full of trash. I had so much fun. I spent ages going through debug. The house is worth about 60 grand. It is on the gallery if you're interested. As it stands, obviously, once I get my grubby little mitts on the paranormal stuff pack, I'll probably make changes, although I'm not sure. Because I gather from watching videos on the stuff pack that there are some cool build and buy items that come with it, and there's obviously a seance table you need to try and get your medium skill up. But I wouldn't use that to start with anyway, because it's more about playing in a haunted house, and I think it would take time for the character to go out and get a seance table. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just change the lot type and then hit go. In terms of the house itself, actually, I'll go through the rules first. So the extreme version, I should shout out the user who posted this is named Amanda Sharp, but I can't link it because it's in a private Facebook group. But if you look for the Sims 4 Challenge group on Facebook, you'll find it. Amanda's rules are that once you are in the lot, like you've moved in, because you obviously need to cheat to move in if you're starting with starting funds, you start with, she suggested it'd be around 5,000 simoleons for a single Sim. So the idea was you load up the lot, start with your starting funds, whatever that is, deduct 15,000. So for my Sim, I was like, I'll give her 5,000. There are 3 stages to the restoration. It's basically house flippers. So demolition, which is removing mess and removing things like build and buy items that you don't want. So you'll see there's like an RV out the front, there's a fallen power pole, there's rubbish everywhere by the time I'm done with this. And the idea is that things the Sim can remove themselves by you clicking clean up, they have to. If they can't remove it themselves, then you have to pay 1,000 simoleons for every 10 build and buy items you remove. And you also can't make any money on those items. So like you can't go into build and buy and sell it and get the money back for that item and use that to fund the 1,000 simoleons. If you've got testing cheats true active and you hold shift and click on an item, one of the options is destroy objects. My plan is to do that. So she has to pay 1,000 to remove 10 items. It's like, you know, tip fees, that kind of thing. Then once the house is completely cleaned up of all of the kind of debris, then you have to pay effectively 6,000 simoleons for renovation permits. So 3,000 for the inside, 3,000 for the outside. You need certain skills. So you need level 5 handiness to change sort of windows, doors, walls, like the structural side of the house. You need gardening 3 to change the landscape. Your sim needs to, for you to be removing trees and things, you need gardening 3. And if you want to change the walls, like remove graffiti, repair cracks, repaint, replaster, retile, all of that, you need at least painting 3. So there are skills you need before you can even start, and you need the money. So it's a little bit rags to riches-y in that sense, because you're obviously trying to make money to fix the place up. And then the third stage is restoration, which is you can do, the only rule for restoration is you can only do 1 room at a time. So it's like renovating a house. I'm going to renovate my kitchen. You don't replace your oven and your toilet and, I don't know, replace some windows all at once. You do 1 room, because that's usually how most people do renovations. So that's the third rule. I had a lot of fun doing this build, and I look forward to dismantling it over time with a sim and making it beautiful. It's a beautiful house. So the backstory for my sim is, her name is Poppy. I forget her surname actually. I've made her neat and a perfectionist, but also self-assured, because I figured a young adult buying this house was probably selling cheap. It's been foreclosed. It's not, I thought about having her inherit it, but I thought the self-assured thing would make sense. Like, she had a few thousand simoleons, she's bought it up, she wants to flip the house and then sell it. And the idea would be that she'd get the money at the end and move somewhere nicer, or maybe she'll fall in love with the place. Now, I'm going to give it some negative lot traits. I didn't yet, so the version on the gallery doesn't have them. But I was thinking, if I really want to push myself, I'll go for bad luck and gremlins and creepy crawlies. That is the unholy trinity of bad traits. And then if she wants to remove a particular trait, she needs to spend, 5,000 simoleons to remove a lot trait. Bad luck sucks because it causes fires. Gremlins sucks because it breaks appliances, but it's handy if you're trying to get your handiness skill up because you can repair them. And then we've got creepy crawlies, means your sim gets attacked by bees and spiders and stuff, which is just, they can get poisoned and die. That's a thing that can happen. But, it's also fun. So I was going to have Poppy move in. She's a cat lover. Actually, I think, was cat lover one of her traits? No, I think I was going to make her a cat lover and then decided not to. But she does have a cat. Her cat's name is Sebastian, and it's a black cat. And I have a vague feeling that might be the name of the cat from like Sabrina or something. I can't remember. I thought it was a cute name for a cat. So, because I wanted to see how cats, because, cats have this reputation in the real world for being able to see ghosts. It's something that people will say about them, they react to the supernatural and that kind of thing. And I wanted to see how animals in The Sims reacted to the paranormal. Apparently, I've heard that they are coded to react differently, but I've also noticed playing in my off-screen file, which has dogs in it, that the dogs don't seem to get frightened. Like during a thunderstorm when the other Sims were getting frightened, because frightened being a new emotion, the dog was still getting tense. So I don't know, I want to see. I have these images of there's a spectre and the cat goes crazy and it's all really spooky and stuff. I'm super excited. So I don't know how long this series will go for when I do it. I don't know how I'm going to fit the videos in. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, watching a sim scrounge for cash, and she's probably going to have to get some kind of job as well. Or I could have her get an easel, take up painting, the usual. She needs to work on her gardening skill as well, like I said. So maybe get her to buy some seed packets, and we'll get a bee box out the back in one of the kind of green spaces and have a little veggie patch so we can make money from flowers and stuff too. I think the bills are going to be the trickiest part. I'm low-key anxious about the bills, but because there's not really much expensive furniture in this place, in fact, the furniture I did put in is generally pretty cheap and nasty. The bills, I think, are around 1,000 a week, which, I got through the asylum challenge and that was, I think, several thousand from memory. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. So it might be a quick series because I'll probably do a lot of it off screen, but I wanted to share the spoopy bits with you guys. And I know everyone's going to be doing Spooky Day content. So, not Spooky Day, paranormal content. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm keen to try it. I was going to do this challenge anyway. And I thought it could be quite cute. Unlike the Asylum challenge, there's no rules about having my sim get romance, get married, have more family in the house, have them contribute to the running of the house, get jobs and stuff. So there's also the sort of story component of that there. But we'll see how we go. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the build and of the idea of the challenge. If you have any suggestions for things I could do to make it harder or make it more fun, I'd love to hear those, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. I have some ideas for a potential love interest character, although I haven't made him yet. And the other thing I did for this is I downloaded Plumbella's save. So I've built this in Willow Creek, and what I did, she had a lot on this lot, and I moved that because she hasn't updated her save file since before Snowy Escape. She last updated it online for Discover University. So her lot, because I couldn't bring myself to destroy it, I moved the lot and the people into Snowy Escape world, and then I built my lot, replaced her one in Willow Creek, because I didn't want to play in Snowy Escape world. Because I was like, I've done that a fair bit lately. So, Ironically, I've built this on the same lot I used for my previous 100 Baby Challenge, Matriarch, but she didn't get out much. This sim's going to be getting out and doing stuff. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, as always, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands. I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.